Hello there everybody, my name is Nathan and welcome back to Here's What You Missed on Produce 48. If you guys missed the last episode of Produce 48, have no fear for the recap is here! And happy anniversary 101. That's right everyone, thanks to your guys' incredible and overwhelmingly positive feedback, I will do my best to continue this series until the very end. And for the last remaining episodes of Here's What You Missed, I'm gonna be doing something special. I'm gonna be combining my top 10/top 12 favorite trainees of Produce 48 series into this one. That's right everyone, at the end of every single recap, I'll be telling you guys my top 12 trainees of the episode. Better late than never, right? However, I understand that this is going to make this episode significantly longer, so I'll try to talk faster and make my explanations and descriptions a little bit more shorter to make up for that. But with that said everyone, please keep in mind that not all the details of this episode will be in this series. And of course, I'll make a mistake here or there, so please be a little bit lenient with me. And lastly, please continue to be nice to each other in the comment section down below. We all love Produce 48, this is SYJofficial territory, and we're here to spread the love of K-pop that youth enjoy. But with that said everyone, here's what you missed on Produce 48 episode 8.
I just wanna dance with you.
The episode opens up with a quick recap of last episode's rankings. The trainees that received first in the vocal and dance categories respectively are Chowon from Cube and Murasa Saya from NMB48. And for this episode, we're entering the second ranking announcements. That's right y'all, more of our favorites are going to be eliminated. Just a reminder that trainees number 1 through 30 will survive and the rest will be eliminated. But we then begin with the trainees making their iconic entrances. Once again, another set of legendary entrances. So I again highly suggest you guys check them out after you guys watch this. One notable detail was that Shiroma Miru and Murasa Saya weren't present at this episode because they had another schedule. But the reveals begin. The total amount of votes that came in this time around, and get this ladies and gentlemen, 27,553,709 votes. That amount of votes is more than the population of Australia. And guys, get ready for this episode because this episode is the game changer to break all game changers. But before the rankings are shown, we're then taken to the concept evaluation reveals. Cheetah's the MC for this segment, and she reveals that the concept evaluation will be their next mission. The catch for this mission is that the national producers actually get to pick and choose which trainee suits what song the best. So the songs are the following. 1000% as a contemporary girls pop theme with an innocent sound, I Am as a bright, refreshing hip-hop concept, I Wish as a new Jack Swing concept about yearning and desperation, Rumor as a Moonbaton trap theme, similar to La Ta Ta by Idol, and that was a big hit with the trainees. Rollin' Rollin' as a tropical pop dance track, with an ambitious and quirky concept, and lastly, Let's Meet Again by none other than 101's Lee Dae-hui. This is a pop dance genre track that's like a promise to the trainees that they will see each other again. The benefits are slightly different this time around. The trainee that receives the most votes will receive a 130,000 vote benefit, the first trainee of the first team will receive a 50,000 vote benefit, and the other trainees will receive 20,000 vote benefits. I know, it's kind of weird. But then afterwards, Cheetah announces 7 to 10 trainees that will form a single team. And one by one, they're sent to the practice rooms, where they'll figure out what song they received. Some groups seem pretty obvious what their songs were gonna be, but it's so entertaining to see them so excited and antsy about what songs they'll receive. Cheetah then reveals that after the ranking announcements, only 5 members from each team will remain. So even after they practice and get the song down, some trainees wouldn't even be able to perform the song, which sucks. But Cheetah then announces the members from each team. However, I noticed that she left some trainees out, but they were in the teams anyway. I guess this was just to like save time because Mnet. So if you guys don't hear a certain trainee, fear not, I'll do my best to put them in. But anyways, if you guys hear your favorite trainee, make some noise! The first team is composed of Jang Wonyoung, Kim Do-ah, Honda Hitomi, Go Tomoe, Kim Na-young, Yoo Min-young, Yamada Noe, Shiroma Miru, Murakawa Vivian, and Chiba Eri. Their song is Rollin' Rollin'. The second group is composed of Lee Chaeyeon, Chaeyana, Ahn Yujin, Ho Yoonjin, Sun Eun-chae, Park Min-ji, Kojima Mako, Takahashi Juri, and Lee Kaeun. Their song is I Am. The third team is composed of Kang Hae-won, Wang Yi-run, Asai Nanami, Takeuchi Miyu, Kim Min-so, Bae Eun-young, Kim So-hee, Aramaki Misaki, and Sato Minami. Their song is Let's Meet Again. The fourth team is composed of Han Chowon, Murase Sae, Go Yujin, Kim Si-hyun, Lee Si-an, Kim Hyuna, Kim Cho-yeon, Park So-young, Shi Tao-myu, and Kwon Eunbi. Their song is Rumor. The fifth team is composed of Motomura Aoi, Won Ke, Lee Yu-jung, Lee Ha-eun, Nakanishi Chiyori, Iwatate Saho, Miyazaki Miho, Cho Ka-hyun, Kim Soo-yoon, and Yoon Hae-sol. Their song is 1000%. And the last team is composed of Jo Yuri, Kim Min-ju, Jang Gyuri, Kim Chae-won, Na Go-eun, Yabuki Nako, and Miyawaki Sakura. Their song is I Wish. We then cut the Jang Gyuri's team, or the I Wish team, where they pick their center or centers. I say centers because some teams have more than one center. From my understanding, each team will have 2 tentative centers. Kim Chae-won, Kim Min-ju, Miyawaki Sakura, and Yabuki Nako were the volunteers. As always, the girls take turns showing off their charms to see who would best suit the center. In the end, Kim Chae-won was chosen as center on screen. We then transition to Jang Wonyoung's team, Rollin' Rollin'. Honda Hitomi and Jang Wonyoung are the tentative centers, and we're taken to them rehearsing in front of the trainers for their vocals. However, Wonyoung had difficulty hitting the high notes using her chest voice. Later on in dance class, Miru and Moe seemed to be struggling to keep up, and even Wonyoung had her mistakes here and there too. Now this is due to Wonyoung and Moe being in charge of making the blocking, when they had little to no experience in doing so. For those of you guys that don't know, blocking is like drawing out the formations on paper to see who goes where during what part of the dance. That night though, Wonyoung and Moe were having a really hard time doing it, so that's why their dance seemed unorganized and messy. We then transition to Park Hae-yoon's team Let's Meet Again, where they also choose their centers. Sohee, Misaki, Eunyoung, Iran, Nanami, and Miyu all volunteer for center. In the end, Wang Iran and Aramaki Misaki are the tentative centers. During practice with their trainer, both did well, especially Misaki, where even trainer Cho Young-jun even complimented her smile looking a lot more natural. After that, they practiced their choreography with the trainers. Chae Young-jun then noticed that Minami's expressions were a bit sad, but that's just her default puppy look. Her teammates just told him that she was just very quiet, but Haewon disagrees as she's very close with Minami. Haewon and Minami are like mother and daughter. I can see it too. It's kind of like Kang Daniel and Lee Woo-jin from season 2. It's just... I'm loving this so much. Minami is just a small little bean, and the way how Haewon protects and cares for her is just so precious. On the final practice day, Haewon and Minami get together and expresses how much this song actually means to them. Minami's rank is pretty low at 58, and she's most likely going to be eliminated, so this may be their last episode together. But we then transition on to Kwon Eunbi's team, Rumor, as they choose their tentative centers. And of course, my girl Go Yujin volunteers. On a side note, I noticed that in this episode, she is getting suspiciously high amounts of screen time. What are you doing to me, Mnet? But also, Kim Si-hyun, Murase Sae, Park So-young, Kim Cho-yeon, Lee Si-an, Kim Hyuna, Miyu, and Chowon volunteer for center as well. So pretty much the entire team. In the end, Si-hyun and Yujin were the centers. The team is then split into half, and then during practice, Si-hyun's group was already practicing the choreo, while Yujin's group is still figuring out blocking. It turns out that Yujin's group had members of very low ranks, and they couldn't necessarily focus on practicing. Now during practice with the trainers, both teams were fantastic. However, Si-hyun's group was a little bit too held back during the choreo. Further on in training, Bae Yoon-jung actually steps in to check in on the girls. And this is a little comedic moment here, but she teases the members by both yelling at them and trainer Young-jun, and they all immediately become so proper. It's quite funny and relatable. The power of Yoon-jung's presence, jeez. Onwards to Lee Chae-yeon's team, I Am, where they choose their tentative centers. Ahn Yujin and Lee Kaeun volunteer for center, but also Sun Eun-chae recommends Takahashi Juri for center as well. In the end, Kaeun and Yuri are the tentative center. Yuri, Yuri, Yuri. Later on during practice, did y'all know that Yuri can rap? I stand the right woman. With Chaeyeon's group, Chaeyeon and Yena actually try the same part, and my baby Yena was praised for suiting the song so well. She's getting the praise she deserves, and I'm living for it. Everyone join with me with a celebratory mouth pop. We then transition on to the 1000% team. Chiyori, Soo-yoon, Hae-sol, and Ha-eun wanted to be center, but in the end it was a three-way tie between Hae-sol, Soo-yoon, and Ha-eun. For the main vocal, Miho, Hae-sol, and Chiyori volunteers, but in the end Hae-sol and Chiyori are the main vocals. You could really tell that Chiyori wanted this really badly. I mean, her facial expressions while waiting for this said it all. And I'm so glad for this. Later on during practice, Chiyori actually had a hard time hitting the high notes, but Soyu showed her a technique where her back was against the wall in a seated position, where her notes became significantly louder. So, a diaphragm exercise. She continues to practice like this through the remainder of the time they had, and she was making some significant improvements. The episode then cuts to a compilation of all of the teams saying advanced goodbyes, as some of the trainees anticipated that this will be their last practice session with them, since they felt like this would be their last practice before they got eliminated. It was all just sad, but this was just a rude awakening that this is still a competition, and whether we like it or not, people are gonna be eliminated. But we then move on to the dreaded ranking announcements. Like last time, of course we would expect MS dramatic slow-mos and zoom-ins, but I'll do my best to cut through it all and to get to the part that you guys want the most: who survived and who got eliminated. And I'll be playing this sound effect to signify the trainees that I'm personally rooting for. Now hang on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, because this is a truly game-changing episode. You may want to hang on to your bias lists for this. We start off with trainees 21 through 29, with 30 being for last, after trainee number 1 is announced. Starting off with 29th place is Nago-eun, Goto Moe, Miyazaki Miho, Jang Gyuri, I told you baby, I told you that you were gonna survive, Murase Sae, Kim Shi-hyun, let's go season 1 veterans, Kim Do-ah, Ji Tao-miu, and Kim Na-young. Next up are trainees 13 through 20. Starting from number 20 is Takahashi Juri. Everyone say it with me now. Juri, Juri, Juri. Lee Xian, Park Hae-yoon, thank you national producers for not sleeping on this Hey Sister. Lee Chae-yeon, Chae-yeon, my baby, no, she dropped lower. Kim Chae-won, Wang Yi-ran, and Shiro Mamiru. The episode then takes a break from the announcements to show a compilation of the trainees acting cute and quirky to lighten up the mood. And these girls, man, we have some precious gems this season. And are y'all ready for Minami to steal your hearts? Because Minami gets on Haewon's bunk and starts reading Korean phrases to the camera. And even though I don't know Korean myself, I could tell that her pronunciation and context was just precious. It's like hearing a baby's first words. Like, Haewon, please protect your daughter at all times. She must be sheltered from this cruel, dark world. And lastly, the episode does what seems to be a Ghost Girl segment, but it was just Wonka and a face mask. Shameless product placement time! But then we're yanked right back to the ranking announcements. Now continuing on where we left off, it's time to announce the top 12. And y'all aren't ready for this, but here we go. Starting at number 12 is Honda Hitomi, Kirin-chan, I mean Ho Yoon-jin, Jo Yuri, let's go baby. Han Chowon, ladies and gentlemen, she just skyrocketed 38 ranks, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that's gotta be one of the highest jumps in Produce history. Lee Kaeun, oh my god, guys, the Pledis effect is coming in. Everyone please keep supporting the Pledis girls. Miyawaki Sakura, Kim Min-ju, I was not expecting that, so congrats girl. And lastly, Mama Kwon Eunbi. We then reveal the top 4, which are Ahn Yujin, Jang Wonyoung, Yabuki Nako, and Kang Hae-won. Oh my god, everyone, I just can't. But number 4 is Ahn Yujin, number 3 is Kang Hae-won, number 2 is Yabuki Nako, and number 1 is none other than our giant baby and the cause of many FBI break-ins this past week, Jang Wonyoung. And now we reveal the 4 candidates for the 30th place. These are Go Yoo-jin, Chiba Eri, Takeuchi Miyu, and Sun Un-chae. And Takeuchi Miyu takes the 30th spot, ladies and gentlemen. Chiba Eri came in 33rd, Sun Un-chae came in 32nd, and Go Yoo-jin came in at 31st place. I knew there was a reason she was getting so much screen time this episode. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is your top 30. All the trainees whose names weren't mentioned were eliminated. And from my personal list, so many of my favorites are gone. Un-chae is gone. Hae-sol is gone. Hyuna is gone. Aoi is gone. Minji is gone. And Chiyori and Noe are gone. Both the resident rays of sunshine are gone. I mean, of course, we still got my number 1 baby Yena, but we need more than one. But yes, everybody, this episode ends with all the trainees saying goodbye to one another, and my heart can't take it. But yes, everybody, this is what you missed on Produce 48 episode 8. But wait, everybody, it's time for my top 12. Now I won't go too in depth into this because I know this episode is getting way too long already, and I applaud you guys who made it this far. 10 extra points to your respective Hogwarts house. But thanks to episode 8, I had to rewrite my entire list over again. But my top 12, starting at number 12, is Jang Gyuri. Now I admire her journey back from rock bottom since Peekaboo, and I really admire her determination to be better again. Now despite what people say about how her Peekaboo performance sucked, fam, just listen to the Truth Untold performance and let the shivers embrace you. Number 11 is Ahn Yujin. Kirin-chan needs to debut, y'all. I mean, she's got this quirky personality that just brings everyone closer together, and I think the final team really needs someone like her. Number 10, Takahashi Juri. I chant her name for a reason. Not only does she make my heart throb, but she could do whatever concept she wants. Like, she gives off this innocent, proper vibe. But she could also do girl crush, which just make my heart swoon. Number 9, Yuri. I smell main vocal right here. And this may just be because of her young age. She's a 2001 liner, by the way, but her vocals really impress me. Just watch energetic and let her vocals take you away. Number 8, Kaeun. Now, like I said in my first and only top 10 produced 48 trainees, Kaeun is my K-pop childhood. I'd be a traitor to not include her in this list. She needs to debut because I know that Pledis is not going to treat her or after school any better at this point. Her work ethic is a leading example of determination and should be taken note of by the other trainees. Number 7, Miyawaki Sakura. Now Sakura hasn't 100% grown on me musically just yet, but her personality-wise, I am loving her. She kind of reminds me of back how Momo from Twice was back during 16 Days, her and her many I'm also attracted to her because of her work ethic as well. She's a hard worker and her determination just shines to me so brightly. Number 6 is Yabuki Nako. Now Nako, well, yeah, her stable high notes may be attributed to her naturally high voice. However, I love how her J-pop singing styles mix in so well with the K-pop style. If she's gonna be in the final group, I can tell she's gonna be a star in both Korea and Japan, if she isn't a star already in Japan. Number 5, Han Chowon. Her astounding record-breaking jump was just phenomenal to me, and I think it's very well deserved. Chowon, like Judy, can do any concept she wants. Like, even though she excels in Girl Crush, and I did not know she was such a good vocalist. I had no idea her vocals were this good. Like, from her audition alone, I had low expectations, but this woman is something else. Number 4, Ahn Yujin. Like I said in my top 10 video, she kinda reminds me of how Sejong was in IOI/Gugudan. Like, this girl's got a bubbly, bright personality, great vocals, and a beautiful smile. Nothing much has changed except her placement here. Number 3, Kwon Eunbi. Mama Eunbi gets the leader stamp in my book. Like, y'all, I want to be like her when I grow up, organized and beautiful. But really, she knows how to lead a team well, and even though she has her ups and downs, come on, what leader does not have her downs and mistakes? She just comes back from them stronger than ever. Eunbi's dancing is just my style, y'all. Like, I'm sorry if y'all didn't like Sorry Not Sorry, but if y'all didn't appreciate that, that's Eunbi at her prime. Nay, I don't even think that's her limit. I'm ready for more. Number 2, Jang Wonyoung. This child, I shouldn't stan her, but I do. Now, I made it clear in the past episodes that I stan her despite her very young age, but all of that is due to her versatility. Like, cute concepts, of course, she can pull it off because she's still very young, but with side to side... Oh no, they found me. But number 1 is forever and always Chaeyena. Chaeyena will always and forever have my Produce 48 number 1 stamp, no matter what. She reminds me a lot of, well, me when I perform. Like, she could be extremely cute and quirky off stage, but once her boots step on stage and when the lights are all on her, she will pop up 100% and be out there to snatch wigs. Heck, I stan Yena so much, I even learned how to do that mouth pop thing that she did a couple episodes back. It's not as loud as hers, but stan Yena, y'all. National producers, please don't sleep on Yena, please. Yes, everybody, but as always, I want to know what you guys think. What did you guys all think about Produce 48 Episode 8? How badly has your Produce 48 Top 12 list changed? Did your favorite trainee make it? And who are you guys most distraught over about being eliminated? Because for me, it's Go Eugene, man. Go Eugene, Orbits will always love and support you. But everybody, let me know your thoughts and more in the comment section down below. As always, everybody, if you like this episode of Here's What You Missed, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe icon, and ring the bell icon today to make sure you guys are notified of the next Here's What You Missed on Produce 48. You guys aren't missing a thing, and to become a silent N today. But yes, everybody, that's my time. My name is Nathan, SYJofficial, and until then, see you guys next time. Bye.